Strickland. Holla back, youngin'. Holla back. Holla back, youngin'. Holla back.
76ers. Richard Hamilton scored 29 and 28 points, a big factor there. As you look at Allen Iverson, who last night with 38 points became the 8th player in Philadelphia history to exceed the 10,000 point mark. The officials tonight: Joe Crawford, Ron Oleziak, and Lou Grillo, and the tip controlled by the Wizards.
Tonight, both teams are outstanding offensive rebounding ball clubs, right in the top 5 in the league. So you must block out and work hard. Try not to give up the easy basket.
And for the Wizards, their task is to get points on the scoreboard, and Michael Jordan going that way, hitting his first basket.
Well, you'd like to see him get off and going because he energizes the rest of the players who are on the floor with him.
Scoring 101 in a losing cause were the Wizards last night. After in the 70 mark, averaging a couple. Davis gets a piece of that shot by Snow, and here's Jordan with the ball.
Every time that Michael penetrates and gets double teamed, look for the kick out.
2 in a row for Michael Jordan, who had 29 points last night after a scoring slump in the previous couple.
Well, I think that those teams were all teams over 500, playoff definite teams, a lot of them from the West. And what you have to realize there is they're working hard defensively, and Michael was not getting anything easy.
Snow didn't get anything easy underneath on the pass inside, and here comes Hubert Davis.
You have to pay attention to Davis and Whitney, or they'll shoot you 3.
Davis has done a great job in Hamilton's absence, and Jordan 3 for 3 to start this game, and we're less than 2 minutes old. Point to prove.
Another sellout, by the way.
What else is new?
That's right.
Allen Iverson losing the ball. Sixers turn it over, and Jordan trying to save it. Comes back to Iverson. 2 Wizards back defensively. And Iverson lets the offense get into position. Iverson going in, tries to get it to Blunt, out of bounds. And Joe Crawford looks at Lou Grillo. Good move by Joe.
Yeah, that's a good call, mainly because Iverson was out of bounds. The ball bounced from inbounds outside and hit him. From our angle, that's exactly how it looked. Now, let's see what happens. You can see right there. So he was out of bounds, and as the ball hit him coming from inbound.
And Joe Crawford blocked out Lou Grillo.
Oh, that's good teamwork.
Exactly, who had the best view of it. So 2 minutes gone by. Jordan holding the ball with one hand, shooting over Harpring. And this is after hitting his first 3. Jahidi White with the offensive attempt. So a fast start for the Wizards, who won both games so far against the 76ers. Snow trying to beat Blunt. Last touch by Washington.
Well, in the early going, defensively, Washington has both guards, meaning Davis and
Whitney.
Is this amazing or what? I mean, how you talk about a blackout. They are both trying to shield Iverson into the trap, so they'll allow Snow to make a catch and a move.
Harpring shooting over Popeye Jones. So Harpring, who has started every game for the 76ers after being acquired from Cleveland, former all-rookie first team. That's with Orlando. 2.5 gone by, 6-2 in favor of the Wizards. And a whistle, and we'll have a defensive 3-second violation called against Philadelphia, and that will result in a technical.
I was on the opposite side of where the ball was, so that meant that somebody had to be in the 3-second lane area for more than 3 seconds defensively.
Wizards, as you mentioned, Hubie, have dropped 5 of their last 6. They are 1 game under 500 since they lost Rip Hamilton, and of course it could be at least 4 or 5 more games before he's back.
And we know that they have coming up, they must go to the West Coast on 2 very important trips where they're going to play all of the powerhouses that they have in the West.
As opposed to the Sixers, who are all through.
Are all finished, along with Toronto and Orlando and Milwaukee, all finished with the West.
Jordan with a fall away. Michael Jordan hitting 4 of his first 5. And Hubie pointed out at the Aspect last 6 games shooting 36%, looking to change that dramatically.
Well, I'm happy to see him get off to a good start. They're home now for the next 8 out of 9 games, and this is where they must make a push.
Whitney fouling Allen Iverson.
Now keep an eye on Michael. See, Michael has the feel right now. And right now he just knows that he'll shoot up over the top of Iverson before the double team gets there. Before that, he was taking Harpring. Harpring has never played him, you know, for a 1, 2, 3-year period of time.
Allen Iverson with his first shot of the game. Out of bounds, last touched by the Wizards. Iverson, who is leading the NBA in scoring at nearly 30 a game, also playing the most minutes of anyone and leading the league in steals as well. Whitney trying to stay with Iverson, and there's Hubert Davis ready to trap him.
Yeah, you see, I like that. They're shadowing him, and they're going to force him to work hard. And there is the answer right there. We told you Eric Snow will get the catches. It's up to him to shoot a high percentage tonight.
9-4, the Wizards leading here in the first quarter. Davis has a screen. Now Jordan picked up by Snow. Jordan hitting 4 of his first 5. He's taken all of the Wizards shots of 6 right now. Here's Jones with the easy putback.
See, that's there. Jones and White, their men are usually the ones who will attack Jordan once he gets foul line down and go for that hard double team. Well, that opens you up on the offensive glass, but you've got to work and want the body contact.
Here is Harpring coming off a wide open screen. Misses a open shot. Corey Blunt getting the rebound for Philadelphia. Hubert Davis over Iverson trying to split the defense. And a foul called. And a non-shooting foul against Whitney, and that'll be his second.
Now, a year ago, Iverson was 3rd in the league in foul shot attempts behind Shaq and Stackhouse at 9 a game. This year, he's averaging 9 foul shot attempts a game. Get comfortable and get into comfortable areas to hurt that type of a defense.
Now the Wizards bring in Tyronn Lue, who had 12 points in 16 minutes against Minnesota. He's had a strained groin that affected him in the previous game, but he has a lot of quickness, and he is shadowing Allen Iverson right now. Eric Snow shooting the open jumper and hits, and it is now 11-6 Washington.
I like what we're seeing at both ends. Philly, you know, they're not hurrying. They're getting good looks at the basket. They're taking their time.
Jordan gets Harpring to commit and hits the shot. Michael Jordan now 10 points on 5 of 7 from the field.
There's no doubt that Harpring cannot guard Michael. Michael, just with the head fakes and the ball fakes. Right now, for the first time, Washington's in a 3-2 zone with Michael Jordan at the top.
Here is the Mutombo keeping it alive for the Sixers. And Corey Blunt left open for the shot, and Jahidi White getting the rebound.
Yeah, Jahidi White has been playing well as of late, and between he and Haywood, they're still getting that 13 points and 14 rebounds.
So Jordan against the double team, and Eric Snow staying with the Tyronn Lue. Good rotation by Philadelphia. Here is White challenging Mutombo. And the ball out of bounds, last touched by the Wizards.
Well, last year, Mutombo, the Defensive Player of the Year for the 4th time during his career, and you know that he does not need help in playing an offensive center. And once again, they're in that 3-2 zone.
Here is Mutombo with the short hook. Mutombo, who had a big game against the Knicks on Saturday with a season's high 24 points and 16 rebounds, and that's a bonus when you get offense from him.
Yeah, but you know, Dick, he's always been able to shoot a high percentage, and the problem is that he just does not get enough looks.
Jordan missing the reverse layup, and Jahidi White is there playing inspired ball here in the first quarter, and he draws the foul. So Jahidi White, who played his college ball at Georgetown, pounding the offensive glass, and Mutombo picking up the personal.
Well, it's interesting because that move by Michael, that was his easiest shot of the night, and when that did not, he did not get the spin off the glass that he was looking for. Jahidi White, once again, pounding that offensive glass. You must pay attention there. Now, if Mutombo's going to leave him, well, then the other players have got to get down in there and block him off the board.
When we talk about ex-Hoyers, you're looking at one right now as well as Dikembe Mutombo. They have had a tag team center matchup with Ewing over the years. and some of the others.
Jahidi White must improve his foul shooting because he's getting to the line a lot, and 56% will not get it done.
He had 19 rebounds a week ago against the Spurs. And there is Harpring for 3. And there is Hubert Davis battling for the loose ball, losing it to Snow, who lays it in. An easy 2 for the Sixers.
Well, anytime that you play zone, especially a flat 3-2 zone, then those back people, you've got to cover the ground on the rebounding, even though the shot goes up away. Look out, look out.
And the man who leads the NBA in steals, Allen Iverson, rolls it in for his first points of the game.
Well, that's what Doug Collins was saying at the beginning to us tonight. We must cut down our turnovers and not give up that easy basket.
And there is Corey Blunt getting a piece of Popeye Jones' jumper, and now Jordan misses, and Jones getting an offensive rebound. So the Wizards are doing a good job on the offensive glass.
Absolutely, Vic. And that's their strong suit. These guys work hard.
Tyronn Lue coming in early in the game from the bench against the trap. Popeye Jones with the fake. Back to Lue for 3. And here comes the fast break. Sixers trying to capitalize on the missed shot, and Washington getting back defensively. Iverson crashing into Michael Jordan. Snow gets it out. Iverson for 3, and Allen Iverson hitting the first three-pointer of the game.
Well, you know, he's really not shooting well from the three-point line. He's only shooting 26%. He'll attempt 4 a game, but he is one of the all-time great street shooters that we've ever had in this league. Oh, what a pass.
And Jahidi White underneath, blocked by Mutombo, and out of bounds, and it is off the knee. Off the knee, so it'll be Washington ball, and the Sixers, with their first lead of the game, bring in Aaron McKie from the bench.
Keep an eye on this pass right to the center of your screen. See, you've got to be able to send that down strong with 2 hands. If you throw a fadeaway, Mutombo will get the block.
Here's Hubert Davis, and the rebound by Corey Blunt. So Aaron McKie, who leads the team in three-point shooting percentage, is coming the game, and Iverson loses the ball to Hubert Davis.
In the early going, Washington's done a nice job with their transition defense.
But the Sixers lead by 1. Jordan, foul, gets the basket and a count. Michael Jordan, with 12 points, will go to the free throw line as the Wizards regain the lead by 1.
Now, when you watch him here, notice he is not in a hurry. He is not in a hurry tonight at all. And one of the reasons is that they insist on playing him one-on-one. And he's been able to outmaneuver his defender and get a great look at the basket. When will the double team be coming? It's going to be an interesting call for Larry Brown.
So Michael Jordan on the line, and you talk about some of his struggles lately because of fatigue. It has been on the line where he's missed 15 of his last 29 free throws, makes this one. Substitutions in the game. Brendan Haywood, the rookie from North Carolina, and the other version of the big center, playing with Jahidi White right now. And the 76ers bring in the veteran Derek McKie. A good pickup for Larry Brown. Here is Iverson lofting it, and the rebound lost by Lue to McKie.
You're working so hard defensively.
Blocked by Brendan Haywood.
There you go. Cut down your mistakes.
Wizards by 2 with the ball, under 3.5 to go in the first. Tyronn Lue shooting over Iverson, short. And now McKie, Aaron McKie. There's Derek McKie and Aaron McKie, and of course they spell it differently. Here is K-I-E. And the rebound taken down by Michael Jordan. So a fast-paced first quarter.
Washington does not want to play at a fast pace. They want to take their time, come up, because they're working so hard defensively. The 3-2 zone is definitely a major problem in the early going here for Philadelphia.
Against the Wizards zone.
Michael Jordan is on the top, and the reason for that is to force Iverson to the side. Here you have the 2 guards, and in the back you have the 2 big guys, Haywood and White. And if you notice, Philadelphia has no movement in the lane area or no power game down inside. Every shot that has been attempted against the zone has been a long jump shot, playing right into the hands of Washington.
Doug Collins trying to keep this team going while he has now, again, 2 injured players with the Leitner And Rip Hamilton out of there. Michael Jordan, who has 13 points, will inbound. Speedy Claxton has come in. Claxton, really a rookie this year, was out, tore his ACL, a rookie from Hofstra, #1 pick. So getting his chance to play his first year in the NBA. And Aaron McKie picking up the personal.
Yeah, that was a movement. There was a screen for Michael Jordan on the baseline, and Aaron McKie bumped him.
Claxton is guarding Hubert Davis. Jordan off the screen. He's hot. Michael Jordan already taking 11 shots, but hitting 7 of them for 15.
Right now, Aaron McKie is complaining because he was knocked right to the floor. They brought Jordan off of a staggered screen on the baseline. That is 2 screens. Aaron McKie went smack right into that second screen.
So the Wizards again lead by 4 this time. And there's the pass tipped by Haywood. So Haywood making another good defensive play since he's been in there. And there is Hubert Davis on the run. And Aaron McKie getting the rebound for the Philadelphia 76ers. 19 and 21. After 40 games a year ago, they were 30 and 10. But remember, they won their first 10 last year en route to a trip to the NBA Finals.
Anytime Washington does not score, they come back into a man-to-man.
McKie and a loose ball to Heidi White. And trying to save it was Tyronn Lue and could not as we send it over to Lewis Johnson.
All right, Dick, thanks a lot. Lenny Currier, the Philadelphia trainer, really busy already early in this game. You see right now he's working on Corey Blunt, who came to the bench wincing in pain. He took an elbow to the lower back, so they're working on him. And also just found out that Matt Harpring has a sprained right thumb, but he has been cleared to return. Dick?
All right, so battle of attrition for this team. There is Harpring on the bench, and the Blunt, who is starting in place of Derek Coleman.
Well, you have Derek McKie in there right now, and Derek McKie naturally is out of shape, but he's an excellent defender, 6'10", an all-defensive player for a number of years with Seattle and Indiana.
Here is Iverson. Iverson has been ice cold so far and has turned it over a couple of times. Iverson, so far in this game, has scored 5 points on 2 for 5 shooting. Here's Jordan with the fall-away against McKie. No stopping Michael Jordan tonight. 17 in the first quarter, and we still have 1:37 to go. Driving around underneath is McKie. Iverson lost it. Well done off the glass.
That's their first score off of a dribble or a pass into the painted area against the zone.
And the Sixers have to generate offense off of their defense, which is why they're pressuring the Sixers. Here is Heidi White with a short jumper. It is an air ball thrown up by White.
Right now, Philadelphia is using their power forward to double team at half court.
Here's Iverson. And that is a 2-point basket. So Iverson, despite his late start, has 9 here in the quarter.
See, there's pressure right now for White and Haywood to understand that if their man leaves them to trap the ball handler at half court, that they must become visible, and if they make the catch, they must penetrate up to the foul line and make a decent pass. All right? And that, you say, well, that sounds easy to do.
Right.
Well, we can see right now in the 2 double teams that has not happened.
Michael Jordan with a sensational first quarter. And coming into the game, Tyrone Nesby for the Washington Wizards. And Hubert Davis goes out. Davis did not score. Michael Jordan playing the entire quarter. Aaron McKie picking up his second foul. And we have 7 on the shot clock for the Wizards, who lead by 2. Jordan guarded by Snow, and a fall away by Jordan, and White with another offensive rebound. So Heidi White now with 6 boards in the game.
You didn't got to see the fact that a guard is playing Nesby down inside. Claxton cannot play Nesby. He's given him 4 inches. He can post them up at will. Right now, they should run Nesby in the low post.
2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. And Jordan controlling against Snow. Isolated on the left side. And the no-look pass into Haywood gets knocked away. But the Wizards will get another chance with 5 on the shot clock.
Now, this is something Doug Collins must talk about on this next timeout. They cannot allow a point guard, and a small point guard in Speedy Claxton, to play a player of Nesby's stature, especially a guy who can score.
Doug Collins bringing in the little guys as Davis and Whitney coming in, and Haywood sitting out, along with Heidi White. White has been a force in this first quarter. But now 5 to attempt the shot. Nesby getting it out to Jordan. Jordan with a fall away, top of the key. Michael Jordan with 19 points here in the first quarter. And the Sixers have a chance to get a shot off. Snow missing at the horn. And Michael Jordan playing the entire first quarter. 9 of 14 and 19 points, gets a standing ovation from the crowd here at the MCI Center. So the Wizards trying to make it 3 in a row over Philadelphia, lead after one, 23-19.
We got your
The second quarter here in Washington, the Wizards leading 23-19. It's been the Michael Jordan show, Hubie.
Now Michael has given it all the moves. And just keep an eye on coming off the dribble. Now there he's wide open. Now watch the casual bump. Boom, there it is, see? Force the distance with Harpring. Just a casual bump. That's the patent and fadeaway. Very few people can get that. Now here, you know he's going to shoot up over the top of any of the guard. Now watch this move. See, great ball fake. Force the defender to go. Not worrying about the double team. Now, in every single one of the releases, he's 9 for 14. You have not seen a hard double team.
Jordan starts the second quarter on the bench, getting a well-deserved rest. Matt Harpring, as Lewis Johnson reported, the sprained thumb, came out all right, back in the lineup.
They're staying in that flat 3-2 zone.
Claxton with Snow, Harpring, Mutombo, and Derek McKie. The hook shot missed by Mutombo, and McKie, who played 8 years under Larry Brown in Indiana, with a good pass to Harpring.
It's about time that we're seeing some cutters. Because if you're not going to have a low post game and cutters going through against the zone, well, then everything will stay on the perimeter.
Tyronn Lue at the point, along with Nesby, Whitney, Haywood, and Popeye Jones, as Popeye Jones, who has the only other field goal other than Michael Jordan, is blocked by Nesby. Nesby with a great defensive play on the break against the 76ers. It is a 2-point lead for the Wizards, and Nesby working his way in, and the follow missed by Popeye Jones, and the tip-in by Jones finally goes.
Now, with this group out on the floor, this is a major test. See, Lue and Nesby and Whitney, they've got to score here. Haywood and Popeye Jones have got to be able to limit Philadelphia to one shot attempt.
Not an easy task right now.
Not at all. This is a major test.
And Derek McKie, 15th year, signed in mid-January. And it is a 2-point game. So the Wizards playing outstanding ball at both ends, leading by 2.
Well, see, this is where no Rich Hamilton. This is where it hurts you, because he would be on the floor with this group so that you would have a primetime 20-point scorer out there.
Nesby with a shot attempt miss and a good save that time.
Got to get back.
Here is Snow spinning his way against Lue, and in the air throwing it, but it is tipped by the Wizards.
Good call.
So no backcourt violation. 10 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Claxton tries to force it into Mutombo, and it's taken down by Jones.
Against the zone, especially against two guys who are 6'10", you cannot go down in there and try to thread a needle. Everything has got to be meat and potatoes here tonight. Nothing flashy.
Wizards have a 5-rebound edge on the 76ers, thanks to Jahidi White. Lue with a pass inside to Jones, and he loses it. So Philadelphia coming back, looking to tie the game, and then they're going to call Harpring for knocking Whitney into the second row.
That was an excellent call, and there was no need for Harpring to do that, because just keep an eye to the left of your screen here. Right there, he caught him with the arm, and the referee was right there and saw it. There was such a major mismatch. All you had to do was let him either front you or play behind you, or going to get a score.
So other than Michael Jordan's exploits, the rest of the Wizards, as Lue hits 3 of 16 from the field. Tyronn Lue, and when he has been out, that has really affected this team. He had a strained groin, played only 5 minutes Saturday in the second half against Chicago, but rebounded strongly against the Timberwolves last night. Good ball movement, but McKie, Derek McKie, misses the wide open shot.
Anytime you hit a guy in the paint against the zone or in the box area, well, then you're going to see the double team come about out of the zone. And if you have any type of movement, then you have numbers in your favor. You'll get an open shot.
And the pass from Whitney to Haywood. bounces off his hands, and we'll have a timeout. 8:41 remaining in the first half. The Wizards, who led by as much as 7, cling to a 4-point advantage. To your players,
Yeah, there you go.
and some of them would even have to look up at you.
Well, I tried to minimize that hard-nosed guy thing at the top.
Allen Iverson in the game, as well as Samuel D'Alembert, the #1 pick for the 76ers at 6'11", and a steal by Lue into the hands of Nesby. 3-on-2, and Whitney controls his footing. So the Wizards leading by 4, slowing it up. Michael Jordan remaining on the bench after playing the entire first quarter and scoring 19 for Washington. Here is Whitney with Iverson defending. Offensive rebound by Haywood.
Very nice.
And Lue for 3. And that was a big offensive board.
They ran a great play for Whitney. He faked going down to the basket and came right back up on top, opened it up, and you love it because Washington working very hard on the board. And we told you, right here, 2 of the best teams in the league for crashing offensive rebounds.
And the Wizards have 9 already in the game. D'Alembert shot. Haywood got a piece of it. So Haywood, whose production has slipped as of late, looking to make a comeback here. And Nesby with the jumper. Nesby, the former Clipper, and the Wizards could use his scoring.
Well, this guy can score. He averaged double figures 2 years with the Clippers. So you know, in a scramble type of a game, this guy can put some numbers up for you.
There's a pass to D'Alembert, and his layup doesn't go from McKie, batted out of bounds. Last touch by Washington.
Dick, anytime that you play a flat 3-2 zone, you know that when the ball goes to the corners, your big guys are out. One is in the corner, one's playing a low box. So the opposite high guard must come down in and rebound. So there is a lot of pressure on the small guards to get down in there and rebound and help out the rotation people.
Michael Jordan, and those are his numbers as he comes in with nearly a 5-minute rest.
He has no assists, so hey, come on.
Well, we shouldn't have gone that deep into the scoring column. Here's Aaron McKie also checking back into the Sixer lineup. Allen Iverson on the 3-point attempt. Nesby corrals it for the Wizards.
Hey, they'll give him that shot, mainly because we told you earlier, Allen only shoots it at 26%, and he's not getting a lot of looks at the basket here with the zone. They are really keeping him out of the painted area.
Wizards right now with their biggest lead of the game. They're up by 9 with 6:40 to go, and Harper may have affected Jordan's shot. And the Sixers with their regulars in there, except for Mutombo. Here is Aaron McKie hitting a 3. So McKie and Iverson have each hit from downtown. And there is Mutombo getting a rest.
Yeah, Aaron McKie is having a sensational year on the perimeter. He's shooting over 40% in 3-point attempts.
And 3rd leading scorer on the team, and had to start a lot of games when the 2 guards had various injuries. Very valuable guy. Here's Nesby driving in and blocked.
Got hit.
And it was blocked by D'Alembert. And here's a fast break opportunity, and Aaron McKie lays it in. So the Sixers getting points off of their defense.
Now, Doug Collins' primary goal tonight was no fast break layups for Philadelphia. Cut down our turnovers and try not to give them that fast break basket. Well, that was the 2nd layup in this game so far, and good timeout because he's going to lecture them right now about that point.
And he'll do it with a 4-point lead here in the second.
Today seems like everybody's getting back to nature. Nice to know some of us never left.
Toyota, we are the pre-owned vehicle capital of South Jersey. Over $25 million in preferred financing is available. Credit problems or bankruptcies can be resolved. Gateway Toyota, we are the winner of the prestigious President's Award for Outstanding Customer Satisfaction. Certified pre-owned vehicles that include a 6-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and 126-point inspection. Free lifetime oil changes with every certified vehicle purchase. Gateway Toyota, we are the pre-owned vehicle capital of South Jersey.
Let Causeway Glass in Ship Bottom handle everything in glass and mirrors for your car and home. We offer beautiful bathtub and shower enclosures made by Alumax. Sliders, shower doors, and shower stalls, all high quality. Causeway Glass makes magic with mirrors, too. A room like this is beautiful, but add mirrors and you'll see a sparkle that really makes the room a showplace. Fireplace enclosures, window tinting, complete auto glass service, and more, all expertly installed by Causeway Glass. Stop by our showroom on the outbound Causeway in Ship Bottom and let Causeway Glass go to work for you.
The NBA on TBS is brought to you by Sprite. Obey your thirst. And by Budget. Fast Break is our fastest way to rent a car. Find out more at budget.com.
And we are back at the MCI Center. Want to remind you, check out what's coming to TBS Friday.
For the first time on TBS Superstation. What are you doing? David Spade.
He was way over on the pier.
Sophie Marceau.
You bad dog. I should thank you.
Well, hey, I was way over on the pier, too.
Lost and Found. 8 Eastern Friday night on TBS Superstation.
Wizards over the Sixers by 4 as we send it over to Lewis Johnson.
Well, Dick, here's an update on Corey Blunt. Took that elbow shot to the lower back going up for a rebound earlier, which led to some back spasms. He took him back to the locker room, and the trainers looked at him, tried to stretch him out. Then the doctors looked at him, and now the word we have is that he has a bruise and acute muscle spasms on the lower right side. And now we understand his return is doubtful after just 8 minutes of play. Dick?
All right, Lewis, thank you very much. And so the Sixers then are depleted in the power forward position, and that is why Samuel Dellenberg playing as much as he has here in the first half. 8 on the shot clock. Chris Whitney defending, looking for Jordan, and Aaron McKie doing a good job of fronting him, and Nesby missing the shot out of bounds. Sixers ball.
As good as Washington has played, as poorly as Philadelphia has attacked the 3-2 zone, you're sitting here and you're looking, and Philly's only down 4 points. So you know that you're positive. You just got to work on a few things, clear some things up at halftime.
You wonder when the other shoe is going to drop.
Well, now, see, they're running a 1-3 offensive set on the foul line and dropping it down. But that should help their shot attempts and better looks in the second half.
And a no-look turnover pass by Nesby into the hands of Snow, and McKie out of control momentarily. D'Alembert, who's having his troubles underneath, and the ball tipped by Whitney. Plenty of time now for the Sixers on the shot clock. No need to rush. And here is Aaron McKie, and he hits a three-pointer, his second of the game, and it is now a 1-point Wizard lead.
A few years back, you could lay off of Aaron McKie and dare him to take that shot. Not now. This year, he's on fire. He attempts 4 a game, and he's shooting over 40%.
He was the NBA 6th Man of the Year last year. D'Alembert getting the rebound on Davis's miss, and the Sixers looking to take the lead. And another 3 by McKie.
You got on it?
Yes, you do. Aaron McKie now has hit 3 from beyond the arc, 11 in the game, and the 76ers have regained the lead, 34-32. Here is Michael Jordan lofting it up. A high arcing shot by Jordan. He has 21. Now, those were his first points of the second quarter.
Now, with Aaron McKie on him, this is the 3rd different player that has been defensing Michael Jordan. Now, another thing, with Jordan in the game at the power forward position, we know that they are very small in this zone. Keep an eye on this. This is just a miraculous type of a shot. He took it off the wrong foot and even on a fadeaway.
So we're tied, and the Sixers, after turning it over, into the hands of Jordan, guarded by Aaron McKie. Backing in against McKie. Iverson fakes the double team, and Jordan now 11 of 17 from the field. And giving the Wizards the lead again, 23 for number 23.
Hey, the double team never came. I mean, and what's going to happen is he'll just continue to take him down there and shoot up over the top. He will get to his area.
Iverson with a great step on Whitney. Cannot finish it. D'Alembert finally converts the second rebound.
This is where we told you. With Michael Jordan playing the 4th position, they are very small in the back of the zone.
Double team on the perimeter for Jordan. Now in the hands of Whitney. Davis will fire a 3. And he's one of the better three-point shooters, but that was off the mark. Sixers look to regain the lead. Iverson, stop and go. Through. And they're going to say the basket will count.
Now, that was close.
It will count.
Yeah, the ball hit, and I thought that it was on its way off. All right, and the story is that when the ball is over the rim, it has to have a chance of going in. That ball might have been halfway off.
That was Dalibert, and here is Jordan on the backdoor pass. Michael with 25 points, tied at 38 in what has been a sizzler here at the MCI Center.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of good things here in this half. We're seeing a lot of adjustments that have had to be made because of the zone, because of the trapping, and then also the fact that Michael Jordan is on foul. Now, just keep an eye to the right of the rim right here. Now, this ball will hit, and it will take a bounce. See, now, there it is right there. Well, you could say that ball was still 3/4 inside of the rim. All right, so find Larry Brown.
Sleeping bag for his first sleepover, $40. Backpack, $18.
Sorry about that. You couldn't sleep, huh?
Walkie-talkies, $25. Going home, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Accepted for everything that makes home, home.
We know we've got some of the best guys in the business, and a lot of the credit has to go to our outstanding recruiting program.
We can't promise that you'll anchor the first chair, but what would you say to your own cubicle? What would you say to your own desk?
If you blow your larynx or your lung because you shouted too loud, then the company will pay for some of the hospital if you have to go to the hospital.
Salisbury steak Mondays, all you can eat.
Pizza Wednesdays.
Pasta Friday. Legal pads, paper clips.
How about staplers?
I can check on staplers.
Experience NBA.com on America Online. See the best action shots and off-the-court photos every night. At America Online, keyword NBA.com.
We got your friends right here.
Tell the lads to go easy on Ross. It's his first time.
You don't say. Friends, tomorrow night at 7 Eastern on TBS Superstation.
2:29 remaining in what has been an exciting first half as the Wizards and the Sixers tied at 38. Coming up on the AT&T Halftime Report, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Peter Vesey are in the studio with NBA scores and highlights. Want to remind you, this is just the first of a big doubleheader on TBS. Coming up next, the Portland Trail Blazers will go against the team with the best record in the NBA, the Sacramento Kings, who are 31-9. Tomorrow on TNT, another doubleheader, 8 o'clock. The New York Knicks against the Toronto Raptors, followed by the LA Lakers taking on the LA Clippers in a downtown brawl. And then Thursday on TNT, the Utah Jazz face the Sacramento Kings with a special time at 9 p.m. Eastern. Tipped away, and the Sixers with 2:25 to go in a tie game.
If Washington is going to get it done tonight, Davis and Whitney must get better looks at the basket, Dick, because they are not registering any points, and they need them to make a major contribution.
Allen Iverson still with 9 points all in the first quarter, and now he'll have a chance for 12 as he lays it in and is fouled. So Allen Iverson, remember a week ago, scoring 58 points, an NBA season's high, fouled by Popeye Jones.
Well, this is one of the very few times that in the set offense that Allen has been able to get to the rim, and more important, get to the foul line. We told you that he's averaging 9 foul shot attempts a game.
And this is the first Sixer free throw of this game, and it comes with 2:17 remaining in the first half. And Allen Iverson gives the Sixers their biggest lead, just 3 at 41-38.
We said in the stand-up that they need to get to the foul line more. A year ago at playoff time, they were averaging 30-plus. For the season, 28. This year, they're all the way down to 24 foul shot attempts. That means you're settling for the jump shot.
Jordan guarded by Derek McKie with under 2 minutes to go in the half. Popeye Jones over D'Alembert missing, and the rebound by McKie. D'Alembert, by the way, has 4 points and 5 rebounds, quietly getting the job done with Blunt out with back spasms, and Derek Coleman unable to play tonight.
Well, he's the first-round draft choice out of Seton Hall. Left Seton Hall after his sophomore year.
And was the all-time Pirate shot blocker after just 2 years.
Well, Larry Brown very high on him, shot blocking and rebounding. Keep an eye on this now. Now you're going to see, you see Michaels getting him with the forearm, and he's not going to let him go anywhere.
So that is Jordan's
right
first
there.
foul.
Yeah, well, that's a grab. There's a definite grab.
McKie inbounding to Iverson. Lue is defending him. And D'Alembert getting another rebound at 6 here in this first half.
Very active.
McKie driving in. D'Alembert crashing the boards with a vengeance, but it is last touched by Philadelphia.
No doubt about it. D'Alembert, live body. Larry Brown very happy with him. Cannot believe the improvement just from training camp. 6'11", extremely athletic. We told you only 2 years of college basketball.
And left Haiti when he was 14 years old, Hubie, and did not play basketball until his sophomore year in high school in Montreal, Canada. Here is Hubert Davis hitting a three.
There you go.
And Davis with his first points of the game, and they couldn't come at a better time, tying the game at 41.
Now, this is a guy who's shooting 48% of threes. He's got to get some better looks.
And there is a foul away from the ball as Iverson made the cut to the basket. And the Wizards will be in the penalty here, and the Sixers will shoot. Michael Jordan with his second foul. Oddly enough, the 76ers have not committed a foul at all here in the second quarter. They have one to give.
Well, just think about this now. In the last 4 to 5 minutes, when Washington went small, by having Michael play the power forward position, Philly has been able to make a solid run, catch them, and then fluctuate getting ahead in that. But more important, they are controlling the painted area now at the offensive end of the floor because Washington too small to go against this active group.
And D'Alembert making them pay. You saw Larry Brown, and it's been a different cast of characters for Brown, who has decided to make those changes this year, and now they're starting to make adjustments, and he feels good about the team, although last night he said, against yesterday afternoon, actually, Seattle shooting 66% from the field, so they didn't do a good job of guarding anyone. 11 on the shot clock. Here is Lue to a driving Haywood, and Brendan Haywood is fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
In order for Washington to stay in this playoff hunt, once we get to the All-Star break in the second half of the season, Haywood, White, and Popeye Jones, they've got to become more conscious of scoring because of the passes, the double teaming, the staying with the three-point shooters. The lane area is always open. They make the catch, but they don't finish the play, meaning a dunk or a strong layup, and then get to the foul line for a potential three-point play, because when they do get fouled, Haywood and White only shoot 56 and 57% on the line.
Bobby Simmons will replace Michael Jordan, who goes to the bench with 25 points. And you saw Aaron McKie picking up his third foul as he went to the bench. The free throws are good, and we're tied at 43. Brendan Haywood, who is the NBA Rookie of the Month in December, trap on Iverson with Lue and Bobby Simmons, and he gets the ball out to Snow. 9 on the shot clock. Lue guarding Eric Snow. Got a big body, and Eric Snow's jumper drops for him.
Eric Snow has been patient tonight, Dick, and he's worked his way into that 16 to 17-foot game and getting the high percentage shots.
20-second timeout. Doug Collins wants to talk it over with 17.6 seconds remaining in the first half. The Sixers lead by 2. The Wizards led most of the way, but as you pointed out, when the Wizards went small, the Sixers started to put the pressure on.
Yes, they did, and it's been a nice chess match here in the first half. We've seen excellent coaching. We've seen one team use the zone and be successful for a while. The other team, meaning Philadelphia, making their adjustments and finally getting high percentage shots. And then nice offensive patterns being run at the Washington end of the floor.
So Doug Collins, as he told us last week when they lost to San Antonio, we're running on fumes right now because he said Popeye Jones and Hubert Davis playing a lot of minutes. We know that Michael Jordan has, although he is 18 minutes and he's in the right time right now. There's Christian Laettner and Rip Hamilton So he's trying to get by, and not a bad job at 19-19 for this stage of the race when you consider they are 5th in the conference.
You look at Leitner and Hamilton, you're talking about 30 points. And we're also talking about Hamilton, a guy that you must double team. Plus, Christian Leitner plays from the foul line to the top of the circle, takes your power forward high, and then Leitner can not only score from out there, but he is an outstanding passer. So you're missing two very quality type of people here that you need in the second half to make a run.
Doug Collins, the Wizards, in the midst of 8 of the next 9 games at home, and he said, we have to win these home games. We cannot afford not to do well at home. Michael Jordan has come back in for the final seconds of this first half. Jordan setting a screen against Iverson, the double team. Three-pointer by Jordan.
Oh! Look out here now. There's plenty of time.
Nearly 5 seconds to go. Allen Iverson with a shot off the glass, and that'll do it. But what a first half for Michael Jordan, who has hit 13 of 19 from the field and 28 points. Well, last night, Jordan had 34 shots, and he may get that many, but his shooting percentage is out of sight. 28 points, 3 rebounds, and the Wizards, with that 3, regain the lead and lead the Sixers 46.
Clinic on how to play basketball. This was an offensive clinic today. This was an offensive basketball clinic. Everything you need to learn. Coming off and shooting a wide open shot. A step back move. You come back where you get your defender, get some space. A fadeaway to the baseline. All of these offensive moves. Okay, you have a smaller defender on you. Just get into the lane and jump over him. Here, I get up and I go up and under. And I go over under the defender instead of over. This time I step through the double team. Everything you do. How to use a pick. I come off tight. I shoot. Then I'm going to be open. Everything you need to learn about offensive basketball, he did this one half. He comes in again, jump shot, and you know what? We didn't even add the back door, moving without the basketball, but here it is. Got the back door, moving without the basketball, our crack staff. Everything you want to do in terms of offensive basketball and how stupid. And this is the bonehead. That's just bonehead Philadelphia. That's not even good Michael. That's just silly Philadelphia.
Would you do that for a Duke guy, too?
I would do that for anyone who played that well, that half. That is just a clinic on offensive basketball. Everything you ever learned about basketball, he did in one half.
13 out of 19 for 28
Can you repeat everything you just said?
Step through, back door, up and under, everything.
I'm sorry, I am.
Time, the Wizards lead the Sixers 46-45, and energized Michael Jordan taking the game into his own hands with 28 points, and yet you look at the board, Washington by only 1.
Well, they have the 9 offensive rebounds, but the rest of the team, Dick, 6 for 24, only shooting, right at 25%, 24%. Now, Philly, a nice thing with McKie coming off the bench with 13. Now, I'd like to run you a little bit of Michael Jordan here right now on his way to 13 for 19. This is just a miraculous type of a shot because he was hit hard. All of these baskets were in the second quarter. You can see he's coming into the middle of the floor, and he's doing an excellent job just jumping up over the top of everyone. Now, how many nights do we see him play where the hard double team is not there? Tonight, he feels like he's on vacation.
And in the comparison with Allen Iverson, 5 of 15, 5 turnovers. Yep, 15 shots for Allen Iverson. And right now, let's send it over to Lewis Johnson.
All right, Dick, thanks a lot. I talked to Larry Brown a few moments ago and asked him about Michael Jordan dropping that 28 in the first half. And I said, Coach, how are you going to slow him down? He said, well, we'll double him a bit more in the second half. We'll put more full-court pressure on him. But he said, Lewis, Michael Jordan might drop 50 tonight, and we might win. Dick?
It's exactly what we're talking about, Lewis. The idea is to get the W no matter how you do it, and that's what Larry Brown is looking for. The Iverson, Larry Brown love-in cooled recently, but it looks like the team is getting it together again. And as you pointed out at the outset, the makeup of working the new people and the new style in.
When Derek Coleman comes back, Coleman's averaging 16 points and right at 9 rebounds for you. When Blount comes back, Derek McKie gets in shape because he was just picked up within the last month. All of a sudden now, you're looking at a team that will have a day off in between playoff games. They are going to be a team to be reckoned with when we get to that Eastern playoff.
Eric Snow with Allen Iverson, Dikembe Mutombo, Derek McKie, and Allen and Matt Harpring in there. Harpring getting the rebound. Tip, and Brendan Haywood, who starts for Popeye Jones here in the third quarter, fights his way to the board.
Yeah, I like this. Mike, they're going big right now with Haywood and White in there.
And off the screen, Harpring trying to stay with Michael Jordan. Here's Mutombo ready to double. If Jordan drives, he does. And the foul is called against Mutombo.
Yeah, that was an easy double team for Philadelphia. Mainly because Mutombo's man could leave and clear out. Now you notice you can see him going right out of the picture. Well, with the new rules this year, Mutombo can stay right there and stay for the shot block.
Shooting percentages for the Wizards, 43%. For the Sixers, 42%. So no one's really shooting the lights out other than Michael Jordan. And Gilbert Davis loses the ball on the turnover. Iverson speeds in and lays it in. And the Sixers up by 1.
Now, we told you, that's the place that Doug Collins wanted to shut down. Fast break point. Well, that is only their 6th fast break conversion. Got 6 points to 2 on the break.
That we cannot defend their speed. And they showed why there. Jordan missing his first shot of the second half. Here is Eric Snow. Picked up by Jordan. Iverson guarded by Whitney. Whitney knocks it away. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Good move around Jordan for Eric Snow, and the foul is called. And that may be on Jahidi White.
Yeah, White was very late coming on that double team. The man was beaten off the dribble, no doubt about it. He was late coming across.
Well, Saturday on NBC, it's a doubleheader. In Game 1, the New York Knicks face the Milwaukee Bucks. And then in Game 2, the Utah Jazz host the Sacramento Kings. Coverage begins at 2:30 p.m. It's the NBA on NBC. Eric Snow on the line and hitting the first free throw. Snow started the year on the injured list. Missed 21 games, had thumb surgery, and is only starting to really make progress in the conditioning department.
Well, he's such the heart and soul here of this ball club. He keeps everything together with the distribution of the basketball. They can live with the fact that Iverson takes 27 shots a game because he will keep the other people happy. Plus, he's your key defender.
Philadelphia by 3. They had a 3-point lead in that first half. Jordan way out on the perimeter, looking inside. Jahidi White posting up against Mutombo. They're not going to go that way. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Good ball movement. Whitney open, hitting the 3.
That's what we said in the first half. Davis, as well as Whitney, must be included and get them some good looks at the basket.
Whitney, a 40% three-point shooter, and they have a bunch of three-point shooters at around 40%. Harpring won't go up against Haywood, tries to get into Mutombo. Mutombo got hit in the nose in the process.
Well, that's the threat of the shot block. See, with Haywood in there, he gets you 2.5 a game, almost 3 shot blocks.
Tied at 49. Jordan driving baseline behind his back to Haywood, and the Sixers knock it away. 2-on-2. Iverson, though, is one of those 2, and he lays it in.
Now, this is what you do not want to see. You see, right now, all of a sudden, your team that never turns the ball over, only 12 a game. All of a sudden now, you have 11 turnovers, 2 quick ones, 2 fast break baskets.
16 for Allen Iverson, and the Sixers lead by 2, and Whitney hits another 3 from the other side of the court, and the Wizards regain the lead now.
What you love here, Chris Whitney only had 1 point in the first half. And already now, 2 good looks at the basket, 2 threes.
And Allen Iverson stepping in the line, hitting, gets knocked down, looking for the foul. So Iverson starting to simmer. He has 18 points, and the Sixers regain the lead by 1. We have a terrifically played game tonight between these 2 Eastern Conference foes. Right now, Philadelphia would be out of the playoffs if it ended today, but we know that it's not. Here's Jordan. No shot for him. Whitney goes around Snow, and it drops. Whitney is red hot, has 8 points in his last 3 shot attempts.
Well, they're doing a good job in double teaming Michael Jordan right now, and Jordan is smart enough to make that long diagonal pass to that right corner.
And the foul is Iverson tries to cut through the lane, and he is fouled. And they will call the Washington foul on Haywood. That is his first. Brendan Haywood, the rookie from North Carolina, as we mentioned, the NBA Rookie of the Month for December. Told by Doug Collins, you haven't made it yet. Don't rest on your laurels. You got a long way to go. Here is Snow in the lane, blocked by Haywood.
That's what you want to see. That young guy is 7 foot with the long arms. Great anticipation.
And a foul. And a double foul called. It was Brendan Haywood and Derek McKie of the Sixers.
These referees have been right on top of the game tonight. They're not going to allow anything to happen. They're very quick on any type of quick fouls to the body with the forearm. Guys stepping out with the moving screen. Very consistent.
Calling a terrific game. Jordan with the fall away and a foul called, a loose ball foul called against the Wizards. And that'll be 3 now on Brendan Haywood. Michael Jordan with 28 points. Still looking for his first points of the second half.
Well, Doug Collins and his staff talking right now. So you got to look at this and say, hey, that's only his third. We'll go with him until he gets his fourth.
1 point lead for Washington. Iverson looks at the clock, knows he has a lot of time.
Yeah, he wanted a foul there. He thought he got grabbed on the wrist.
Here is Snow working against Hubert Davis. And Eric Snow now with 12 points, second or third leading scorer behind Iverson's 18 and McKie's 13.
You love his game. He's not in a hurry. He'll take his time, get down in that painted area, run a little reverse spin on you.
Mutombo got a hand on that pass, and Harpring cannot save it as he steps out of bounds. We have had 5 lead changes already here in the third quarter, and we have less than 5 minutes gone by, and right now it's the Sixers with the 1 point advantage.
The pace is quick. A lot of quick adjustments. We're seeing some quick double teams and people not reacting well.
Here's Jordan, Harpring defending. Slapped away by Derek McKie. Snow. So Derek McKie known for his defensive play, which is why Larry Brown wanted him as a stabilizer.
Yeah, well, see, he came right away on that double team, Dick.
Snow getting it back from Allen Iverson and hitting. That was a good pass from Iverson, who in the air with a touch pass going back to Snow. And the Wizards will call a timeout, trailing again by 3.
Once again, Snow moving to the open area, and then Iverson making the pass.
Chrysler 300M, the most powerful V6 sports sedan in its class. With its seductive styling and inspired engineering, it is truly a pleasure to drive. Even when that sort of thing is strictly forbidden.
Samuel, is that you?
Yes, it is I.
Exclusively from Chrysler, our 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain pledge, because love is a commitment.
Carrot Top here for 1-800-CALL-ATT. You don't have to be a great athlete like me to make it to the NBA All-Star Weekend. Because the more times you use 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls, the more chances you have to enter and win a trip for 2 to the 2002 NBA All-Star Weekend. 8 winners will be paired up with 8 NBA three-point shootout contestants. If your NBA partner wins the shootout, you win $50,000. It's easy. Just dial down the center with 1-800-CALL-ATT.
Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT now to enter and tune into TNT on February 9th for NBA All-Star Saturday night.
The NBA on TBS is brought to you by Chrysler. Drive equals love. And by 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls. Just dial down the center, 1-800-CALL-ATT.
Hey, Hubie, this is Wolf Blitzer. How have all the off-season rule changes affected the style of play in the NBA this season?
Well, Wolf, that's a great question. The 8-second in the backcourt has been excellent. Teams are moving the ball quickly. the 3-second defensive rule and the fact that you do not have to follow your man across the lane, helping teams to trap some of the high-octane scores. The zone we are seeing right here this evening, keeping Washington in the game in that first half. So it is something which I think we'll see a lot more of in the second half of the season.
What is it with these news guys asking you these basketball questions? Tim Russert last week, Will Flitzer now. I mean, you know, news is big. There's a lot of things going on around the world, and I'm seeing these big-time news guys asking you basketball questions with the big map of the world behind them. What's going on?
Well, what I like about it all is they've been excellent questions, and the fact is that they are here enjoying themselves watching the Wizards.
Harpring getting that basket when we got back, and the foul is called against the Snow.
Right now, Washington must be very careful, Dick. We told you in that first half, 6 for 25, that's 24% by every other player other than Michael Jordan. And right now, it's got to come. Michael cannot stay at this high octane because Philly is too good defensively.
Biggest lead right now for the Sixers, 5 points, as Jordan misses. He is 0 for 3 here in the third quarter after a 28-point burst on 13 for 19 shooting in the first half.
Good call.
And the Wizards committing the foul, and that will be 3 on Chris Whitney with exactly 6 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
Anytime that Washington is able to move Iverson to the middle of the floor, they've been getting a lot of help. But when Allen drives down into that cornered area, it stays in a one-on-one, and it's difficult for Whitney to keep up with him.
Sixers had their 4-game winning streak snapped yesterday against Seattle. Iverson with a runner, and McKie keeping it alive with a new clock for Philadelphia. Whitney trying to stay with Iverson. Iverson with 18, leading Philadelphia scores, and they'll call the foul on Whitney, and that'll be 4 on Chris Whitney, the Wizards starting point guard.
You got to look at this and say, do we gamble now or do we take him out? Now, this is Iverson at his best. See, right there, that was a very good call because the left arm came up and hit Iverson and prevented him from his dribble.
And already with 5:42 remaining in the third, Doug Collins' Wizards in the penalty, and Iverson will go to the line to shoot. Already the biggest lead of the night for the Sixers as they miss their first. Coming up next on TBS, the Trailblazers against the Sacramento Kings. Tomorrow on TNT, a doubleheader featuring the Raptors in the first game and the Lakers in the second. And Thursday on TNT, the team with the best record in the league, the Sacramento Kings, hosting Utah, special time, 9 o'clock. 1 free throw for Allen Iverson, 19 for him. The lead is 6.
Iverson, an 80% foul shooter. That was his 3rd attempt.
Tyronn Lue, high off the glass. Well done by Tyronn Lue, who won a ring last year playing for the LA Lakers, and that was a tough loss for them in free agency.
They needed that basket. Washington needed that basket. That was big.
4-point lead for the 76ers, the defending Eastern Conference champions. Speedy Claxton driving in as it knocks away, and Harpring underneath, and they're going to say it's the Wizards' ball.
Yeah, he's calling an infraction there. The refereeing tonight has been outstanding. They've been right on top of all the calls because we have some very, very quick guys here tonight off the dribble.
Remember, the Wizards won the 2 previous meetings. They beat the Sixers by 14 early in the season. Iverson did not play in that game. And then a 7-point win in their second meeting in Philadelphia. Wizards 2-0. Lue guarded by Claxton. Now they go out to Whitney playing with 4 fouls, and he's fouled.
Doug Collins right now with Lue and Whitney out there. He wants Lue to every so often pick up Allen Iverson, give Whitney a blow. He feels that he can gamble because Snow and Iverson are not going to post up the 2 small guards.
Aaron McKie, who hit all 3 of his 3-point attempts in the first half, has come into the game for the 76ers. Eric Snow sitting down. Harpring guarding Lue. Lue steps back behind the arc. And the rebound into the hands of Speedy Claxton from Hofstra. And he loses the ball, and the Wizards try to save it, but they can't. It's still Sixers possession. Iverson firing over Lue and hit, and is fouled by Tyronn Lue. But it looked like Philadelphia had lost the ball.
Philly is starting to scramble here, and they're really hustling for all the loose balls in this second half. They're very, very alert, and this is a costly foul right here. You know, you hate to see it because it's ticky-tacky, and it allows Iverson to get up, make the field goal, and now potential three-point play.
And, of course, we saw that matchup up close and personal in the NBA Finals last year with Lue with the Lakers against Allen Iverson. And the Philadelphia 76ers leading by 7 now with 4:20 to go in the third.
The Philly has made the adjustments to cut down on Michael Jordan's attempt at the field goals attempt. Cut that down, and the rest of the guys are not able to get good looks at the basket in this offense.
And Jordan misses again from the field. He's taken only 4 shots, hasn't made any here in the third, and still with 28 in the game. Here is Iverson on the run, hitting! Allen Iverson now with 12 points here in the third quarter, and 24 in the game, and a timeout called as Doug Collins wants to talk it over.
Yeah, this is an excellent call by Doug Collins. Call timeout. Let's regroup right now. I know he's upset about the physical contact.
It's a 9-point lead.
And the point guard for the Mystics.
Some experiences stay with you. Like the feeling of driving this, the Chrysler Sebring convertible. With an available 200 horsepower V6 engine and race-inspired suspension, it's an exhilarating experience that lingers. Exclusively from Chrysler, our 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain pledge, because love is a commitment.
Kick off the year with Jet Li in Kiss of the Dragon. It sets a new standard for action. Jet Li, Bridget Fonda, Kiss of the Dragon. Rent it or own the explosive DVD.
At the 2002 Olympic Winter Games, Canadian-style bacon, American cheese, and an English muffin come together in the spirit of teamwork. The Egg McMuffin. Now that's a good team.
Monmouth County's Acura dealer, Rich Rediker's Acura of Ocean.
Right now, Acura of Ocean is conducting their construction reduction event. We're in the process of updating and renovating. Space is at a premium. That's why Acura of Ocean is offering great savings on all Acuras, both new and pre-owned. So shop during our construction. Your best deal awaits you at Acura of Ocean.
Rich Rediker's Acura of Ocean.
Attention bankrupt American appliance shoppers. The 100% American appliance liquidation is officially over, but our doors remain open as we box and sort remaining merchandise. We'd rather sell it cheap than haul it. In-dash cassette, $8. Carpeted truck box of speakers, $15. 100-watt car amp, $14. Combined asset recovery inventory, some demos, one-of-a-kinds, repairs, and tech specials. Everything goes. Surround sound speakers, $6 each. Pro Logic amp, $65. Home theater subwoofers, $48. Don't mind the mess and confusion. Come in for wild last-minute deals.
76ers leading by 9. Michael Jordan owned the first half. Allen Iverson owns the third quarter.
Yeah, Allen has come out here. He's 5 for 8 in this quarter. You can see this is one of the 2 early fast break baskets off of turnovers. Now he has the feel, and we told you from the perimeter, one of the streakiest guys of all time. And when he's got it going, range is not a factor because he can get to an area and stop on a dime.
Now you look at how Iverson is almost caught up to Jordan's point total, and Jordan nothing in the second half.
Well, Iverson at halftime was 5 for 15, 5 for 8 in this quarter. He is now 10 for 23 in this game.
The Wizards called for the timeout after the full court pressure on the inbound pass. It is a 20-second timeout called by Washington.
Well, that was smart. You always like to change your defenses coming out of a timeout, and by coming down the floor, you just force them into a costly timeout, because now what you're doing, if you notice, Doug Collins is showing where he wants his people to be, and that's a costly timeout.
Want to remind you, the second half of our TBS doubleheader coming up next, the Sacramento Kings against the Portland Trail Blazers, followed by Inside the NBA. So plenty of NBA action to follow, and that is a Pacific Division battle. This is an Atlantic contest, and it's been a good one with the 76ers starting to pull away with under 4 minutes to go in the third, up by 9.
Now, right now, they are not playing the guy out of bounds. They are in a 2-2-1, three-quarter court zone press. So you do not play the guy out of bounds. Let's look to see what happens here now.
Popeye Jones will inbound to Tyronn Lue. He's got Chris Whitney, Michael Jordan, and Hubert Davis.
All right, now they take it off, and they're matched up man-to-man. They did not look for a trap out of that press.
Popeye Jones given the shot by Mutombo. And 8 on the shot clock. Now Jordan, they double him with Mutombo. Davis back to Lue for 3. He's got it in a big basket.
There's no way that you can allow that many seconds to go off the clock if you expect to get the ball to Jordan on the post. So by Mutombo going over and trapping Jordan, it forced them to rotate the ball.
That's the 76ers run that gave them the lead. But the Wizards are 6 of 9 from three-point territory tonight. And Iverson is hurt, hit in the face. And a timeout is called. Lenny Currier coming over to see Iverson.
He's staggered here. And this is a guy who bounces up when he's hit by 7-footers.
As if he were on a trampoline.
That's exactly right. And that's why we always bring out the point with him about the fact that he attempts 9 foul shots a game. Now, keep an eye on this now. Oh, right there, that might have been a scratch. You see that with that left hand as it came over the top?
Yes.
See, as that left hand came over the top, he catches him right in the face.
And you're right. He is staggered by that as he gets to his feet and will take a timeout.
The cars from Chrysler. So distinct. They have an attraction all their own. Exclusively from Chrysler, our 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain pledge, because love is a commitment.
My turn around. Twisted. Now meet the Carmel King of the castle. Keeping his tight, CL smooth, sipping on Sprite Ice. It's the Macadon, never swerving untitled. Knowing commercial rap needs to be recycled. Collecting cans for Nick's picks, my latest LP. Now obey my thirst, son, precisely.
Got the knack to rock, I'm steady heating up the spot. The chocolate boy wonder making heads bop. Plus
Allen Iverson sitting over the bench, getting up. Not sure if he's going to come back in the game. What did you see there, Hubie?
Well, I thought that as Allen changes direction. Now, keep an eye on this now. Now, just watch as he changes direction to go to the baseline. Watch the left arm catch him right there. See, as it catches him, it looked like a claw right into that right eye. And you can see he's very concerned as he staggers and goes down. When he went over to the bench, they were very concerned about the right eye.
But he is back in the game, and that's good news for the Sixers. Speedy Claxton. Aaron McKie leaving it, and the shot and the basket by Speedy Claxton, his first points tonight.
When the offense breaks down for Philadelphia, they have the guys who can beat you off the dribble and make something good happen. They end up with a high percentage shot. At the other end, Washington is limited in the type of guys or the number of guys that can get that done.
And good hands by Aaron McKie, knocking that pass away. So the Sixers trying to get something again as their defense making it happen here.
This is smart.
Barely 2.5 to go in the third. Jordan left McKie open and hit. McKie.
That was smart. As soon as they saw Lue on McKie, Iverson just ran him right into the post and went right to him.
You know, you talk about the fact that Iverson just shoots and does nothing else. I think Allen Iverson is having a good all-around game and passing the ball well tonight.
Yeah, tonight he's finding people.
10-point lead in the game, the biggest lead for the contest. for the Philadelphia 76ers. Iverson firing from 3. And under 2 minutes to go, and they're going to call the loose ball foul, harpering over the top on Michael Jordan.
Now here we come. You see, now here's the double. Now watch Jordan. Jordan will come in here to double. Now as Lue leaves, Jordan he steps back, opening up McKie for a shot. What you like to see in that situation is stay strong with a strong trap and force him to pass out of there.
10-point lead for the Philadelphia 76ers. They were down in this game by as many as 9. At halftime, trailing by 1. 7 on the shot clock. Lue splitting the defense into the corner. Popeye Jones. 3 on the clock. Hubert Davis. This was the 3, but Popeye Jones getting the offensive rebound. Under a minute and a half remaining here in the third quarter. Crowd quieted by the Sixers' fine play here in the third. And the runner by Whitney. Rebound Mutombo. And here come the Sixers pushing it up. Iverson picked up by Lue, and it's knocked away by Popeye Jones underneath. Washington getting it back.
Philadelphia must continue to keep pushing the fast break. Keep pushing it and hope that something will open up for you in the last 6 minutes.
Jones from the corner. And with under a minute to go in the third quarter, crowd getting a little frustrated.
Well, they're frustrated because Michael Jordan is shut out for the quarter, and everyone else is also really having a difficult night.
And with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter, again, the Wizards trying to narrow the double-digit lead. Davis.
There
shot with McKie defending. That is the second 3 by Davis. And that's what's keeping the Wizards in the game. They are 7 of 10 from three-point territory.
And they're going to get a high percentage shot here if they can hold Philly to 1 shot attempt. You're going to have about 6 seconds, plenty of time.
Here is Iverson, guarded by Whitney, who's played with 4 personal fouls. And Iverson shooting over Whitney and hits a tough shot. Whitney was right with him.
9 seconds here now. Now you got plenty of time.
It's a 9-point lead now for Philadelphia. And here is Lue driving in and loses the ball out of bounds, leaving 7/10 for the 76ers.
Now remember, you can make the catch here and shoot the ball with 7/10 of a second. Now right now, Doug Collins is all upset. He felt that Mutombo tripped Lue as Lue was going through the lane.
And the crowd echoes Doug Collins' belief here.
Right. Remember now, you got to get up on people. You can catch it and shoot it.
And the quarter will end. So Michael Jordan gets shut out. He is only 0 for 5 this quarter, but Allen Iverson leads the Sixers back with 14 of his 26 points here in the third. So we go to the final 12 minutes of regulation. It's Philadelphia 71, Washington 62.
Carrot Top here for 1-800-CALL-ATT. You don't have to be a great athlete like me to make it to the NBA All-Star Weekend. Because the more times you use 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls, the more chances you have to enter and win a trip for 2 to the 2002 NBA All-Star Weekend. 8 winners will be paired up with 8 NBA three-point shootout contestants. If your NBA partner wins the shootout, you win $50,000. It's easy. Just dial down the center with 1-800-CALL-ATT.
Dial 1-800-CALL-ATT now to enter and tune into TNT on February 9th for NBA All-Star Saturday night.
Anything in the mail?
Junk.
Hey, look at this.
What?
A credit card pre-approved. You know what that means?
We already have a credit card.
But it's pre-approved. What do you want? A trip to Bermuda?
The Caymans?
Yeah. Or a nice dinner out.
You know what I want? A house.
Using credit wisely is the first step toward owning a home. Call for the free guide on credit from the Fannie Mae Foundation and for a list of lenders and credit counselors.
Lance, what's the story? Hey, Dan, sorry. Thought everybody left for the night. Can I get you an energy bar? How about some water? No, man, I'm okay. You good? Thanks. All right.
big dog. Yes, sir.
What you got? What? Shot town, what?
So Budget.com has all kinds of cool cars from just $19.99.
And you can book one in less than a minute. Everyone should have access to Budget.com.
Hey, why don't we send computers to everyone in America?
Yes.
We don't need to get everyone computers.
Maybe not.
1999 things. No, that's excellent. But
Great idea.
Cool cars, cool price.
Let's take a look at tonight's Budget Rent-A-Car Fast Break. You'll be looking at the points in the paint and the points on the bench.
Absolutely. This number right here is so tough because that happens every night. 32-14. It's a very difficult thing to overcome game in and game out.
And Michael Jordan, who had 28 points in the first half, nothing in the third quarter, and he has 28, and Iverson right behind at 26.
That's why we continue to bring up the point at halftime and into the third quarter. The rest of the players must pick it up. And now they've made a couple of threes in this quarter, but they need more. And everyone else has got, because that will take the pressure off of Michael, because right now the traps are coming very hard on Michael, and he's forcing him to take a limited amount of shots. He only had 5 shots in that quarter.
Tyronn Lue is fouled by Derek McKie, his second, and Popeye Jones, who started this fourth quarter, goes out, replaced by Tyrone Nesby. So it's Hubert Davis, Tyronn Lue, Tyrone Nesby, Chris Whitney, and Michael Jordan.
See, Doug Collins is going small right now because Harpering's in the game as the power forward, and McKie is the center.
At 6'9", 6'10", Lue hitting it. Shot clock buzzer. Tyronn Lue with 12 points in the game, coming off a 12-point effort yesterday in Minnesota.
Well, this is what must happen. Everyone else must pick it up here, take the pressure off of Jordan, and then force them that he might get single coverage.
7-point lead for the 76ers. Lue guarding Allen Iverson. Here is Aaron McKie misses, and the rebound by Snow. Keeping it alive for Philadelphia. The Sixers trying to start a new winning streak tonight, as are the Wizards. Wizards have dropped 5 out of 6. Double team on McKie. Double team on Snow. Good defense.
Excellent hands by Nesby. Really read that play well.
And they doubled at the right spots at the right time. See if this sparks the Wizards. But no, Snow takes the ball out of the hands of Lue, and a foul down court, and that'll be Lue's second foul.
Lou Carrillo just hit the deck making that call, but he had it all the way, and that was a smart foul by Lue because he intercepted the dribbler, made the foul because it was a 2-on-1. Now you take the ball out on the side.
Allen Iverson, who along with Eric Snow and Aaron McKie have scored 55 of the Sixers' 71 points. So it's been a 3-man offensive effort tonight for Philadelphia. They come in the game with 5 players in double figures. Here's McKie, gets free and gets the lay-in on the pass from Snow.
See, that's always great. Anytime that you set the screen, when the defender is trying to cheat, Michael Jordan tried to cheat to help out on the guy on the curl, you step up right to the basket. Beautiful, smart basketball.
Here's Davis, and the 3-point attempt does not go.
Good look, though.
Again, a 9-point lead. Philadelphia has been up by as many as 10 with 2 minutes elapsed here in the fourth. Whitney playing with 4 fouls. Guarding Iverson, who steps back, and Jordan with the rebound.
Oh, he lost it.
And turns over and goes to the 76ers. Michael Jordan protecting the ball well tonight. He had an uncharacteristic 9 turnovers Saturday in Chicago. But he's got 3 turnovers and no baskets here in this half. Bobby Simmons will give Jordan a rest. While Michael Jordan, who had 28 at the half, still stuck on that number.
Well, this becomes critical now. You're trying to buy time without him in the game, and you're looking out there right now, and you're seeing there is no one at the Washington end of the floor that is going to be double teamed. So can the perimeter guys open up for the three-point look?
And Simmons committing the personal foul. And Speedy Claxton will replace Matt Harpring. So the Sixers go small again.
Yeah, well, Larry is testing him right now. He's forcing Doug to stay small. But now what you got to say is, hey, if we're going to go big, we'll post up our guys and throw in. Well, unfortunately for Doug, the post-up guys here is sitting on the bench. It's Michael Jordan. Their other front court people do not post up.
Good ball movement, and Snow leaves it for McKie, and a 3-second violation called against the 76ers.
Good defense. It's so tough to play in the NBA without an inside game. Now, by that we mean you don't only need post-up guys. If you don't have post-up people, you need guys who can beat you off the dribble and get into the paint or come off of curls and get into the painted area.
Whitney has a shot blocked by Iverson, and speeding ahead is Speedy Claxton. And he gets the basket, and the Sixers have established their biggest lead of the game. They're up by 11, and Doug Collins wants to talk it over with 9:11 to go in the fourth.
Think about it. Another turnover, another fast break layup.
And it was Iverson who caused the turnover.
It's just the same old thing. I need adventure, excitement. I'm suffocating.
Okay. You can drive.
Spice things up. The Hyundai Santa Fe. V6 power, full-time four-wheel drive, and the freedom of America's best warranty plan. The Santa Fe.
Don't even think about it.
Tomorrow night on TBS Superstation, they're about to get a hard lesson in simple economics. Charlie Sheen, Chris Tucker. Money Talks, 9 Eastern, tomorrow night on TBS Superstation.
Everyone has money problems from time to time. So when I decided to do something about mine,
I chose Brighton Credit Management. Their personal one-on-one consultants work with you to dramatically reduce the interest on your credit card.
lower your payments by 1/3 or more, and give you cash back.
Just for paying on time every month.
So if you have money problems like I did, call Brighton Credit Management.
Debt-free and cash back, that's Brighton Credit Management.
Call 800-548-6611.
Now save 30% on our Big Beaches sale. Call your travel agent or 1-800-BEACHES.
Huey, the Sixers are executing so well now.
Well, the basketball is right here. You're going to see a screen by the D. Here's Michael Jordan on the top side. Allen Iverson is here. As he comes off, watch Jordan step up. Well, anytime you set a screen and your man tries to help, step to the rim. Now, this is just good heads-up as a... See, Jordan got caught in no man's land. But it's a combination of the passer seeing the screener step up and reading it perfectly.
So the big edge for the Sixers in the paint, 36-14, Brendan Haywood and Mutombo, the two big men in the middle as the Sixers go bigger now with Mutombo in the game, replacing Derek McKie. 10 on the shot clock, Lue. Tyronn Lue leaves it for Nesby. Here's Haywood. Double team on him, but not a good pass to Lue. And Mutombo fighting for the rebound by Haywood. Last touch by Dikembe.
Yeah, Washington lucked out there. Lue did not get off a good shot attempt. He didn't even get a good look at the basket.
New clock, and Michael Jordan coming back in the game after a short rest. Remember, Michael Jordan played 39 minutes last night in Minnesota. He really, in the last 6 games, was playing over 40 minutes, and Doug Collins wants him to play between 32 and 35.
Well, that's okay if Leitner and Rick Hamilton were playing, because they would pick up the points for you.
He's already at 33 minutes tonight, and we have 8.5 to go. Nesby with the smaller Claxton goes inside anyway to Haywood, and it was going to drop, and it does.
Well, we know that at North Carolina, Haywood shot a high percentage. But for some reason, here in the NBA, you know, he does not get a lot of catches. And it would be interesting to see if he did get the catches, could he shoot a high percentage?
So the lead now is back to single digits, 9 for the 76ers. Iverson with the drive, and it dropped. So Michael Jordan could do no wrong in the first half offensively, and Allen Iverson in the second half can't do anything astray. He has 28 points, the same number that Jordan had at the half, but Jordan is yet to score here in the second half. That's surprising. McKie guarding Jordan out of the double team, goes to Lue, and Jordan gets it back. 5 on the shot clock, stripped away by Aaron McKie, and a 3-on-0 fast break, and it's Allen Iverson with 30 points, establishing the biggest lead for the Sixers.
Remember we told you at the top, Doug Collins concerned about the turnovers, fast break. How about 14-2 in favor of Philadelphia?
Yubi, that's how the 76ers did it last year, and that is an offensive foul. No basket is the call. So an offensive foul against Washington, but that's really what put the Philadelphia 76ers in the finals last year.
Right. The forced turnovers, getting out, getting easy baskets. Makes the game so much easier for you. It takes the pressure off, mainly because Philly, when they're out here small with Claxton, Snow, Iverson, and McKie playing power forward play.
Technical foul on Collins.
Yeah, on Doug Collins. See, Doug is upset about the moving screen on Simmons on the previous play. And Doug better watch it here now, because Joey Crawford will tee you up in a heartbeat on the second call. See, Doug is upset right now because Philly is doing what they do best, and his ball club cannot get going. They cannot hit any type of a rhythm where they're getting good looks at the basket. It hasn't happened.
You know, the first half was almost a textbook first half for them, and they had that 1-point lead over Philadelphia. The way they were playing, they should have been up by 8 or 9. Now, Allen Iverson, I tell you, it's a tale of two halves with the two backcourt stars we have. Jordan in the first, and Iverson now with 32 points. Here's Jordan, still looking to get into the scoring column in the second half. Bobby Simmons from the corner, and now the Sixers playing with a lot of confidence and a solid lead. And Iverson for 3, and Jordan the rebound. So after a sensational first half, Michael Jordan has come up empty here in the second. And Iverson stolen the show.
Dick, we got 6 minutes left in the game, and you're sitting at 66 points.
Pass into Nesby. Basket good and a foul. And Eric Snow got hit in the nose. And Nesby with a chance for the 3-point play.
Now, the game is not over. We know that you're only down here, 14. You're shooting a foul shot, so you can get it down to 13. But you need some major stops right now. And then once you get them to miss, you must hold them to one shot.
And also, it is not an insurmountable lead because of the way the Wizards hit threes.
Yeah, the way they hit the threes, but it has to come from the defense right now, Dick.
And you saw Rip Hamilton on the bench as the Sixers will call a timeout. Sorely do they miss Hamilton, because right now he's only one of 2 Wizards scoring in double figures this year. The other, of course, is Jordan. We'll be right back.
It's just the same old thing. I need adventure, excitement. I'm suffocating.
Okay. You can drive.
Spice things up. The Hyundai Santa Fe. V6 power, full-time 4-wheel drive, and the freedom of America's best warranty plan. The Santa Fe.
Don't even think about it.
PlayStation 2, rated E for everyone.
We got your friends right here.
Tell the lads to go easy on Ross. It's his first time.
Shit, don't say. Friends, tomorrow night at 7 Eastern on TBS Superstation.
How can we help our kids achieve? The answer is an open book.
If you open up a book, you can go anywhere in this world you want to go.
Whether it's a simple bedtime story,
The book I have is called How Do Dinosaurs Say Goodnight?
or reading to others, they'll be captivated with every turn of the page. And with a click of a mouse, a computer becomes a portal to the world. So encourage a lifelong love of reading. Read to achieve.
And the defending Eastern Conference champions right now would not be in the playoffs. They are tied for 9th in the East, but this has been a streaky year for them. Larry Brown's team losing their first 5, then winning 7 in a row. Then they dropped 9 out of 10. They were 12-18 and had a chance to get back to 500 yesterday against Seattle, and they did not. But looking to win on the road here and improve their record to 20-21. Claxton guarded by Davis. Iverson was 20 of his 32 here in the second half. McKie can't save it, and it's Washington's ball.
Right now, the guards for Washington, they've got to get back in here and rebound.
Look at this. Snow with the ice pack over his nose. Remember, he was hit underneath, and he has had a terrific all-round game tonight. He is within 1 of his season's high. He has scored 14 points. He has 6 rebounds and 6 assists. Good all-round game for Eric. And they're going to call McKie on the foul on Michael Jordan. Coming up next, it'll be the Sacramento Kings and the Portland Trailblazers right here on the TBS. Kings coming in with the best record in the NBA right now at 31-9, a game and a half ahead of the LA Lakers. 13-point lead for Philadelphia. They open up a 16-point ball. Jordan still struggling here in the second half. Wizards get it back. Michael 0 for 6. He had the bigger Derek McKie on him. Lue gets open and hits Tyronn Lue with 14 off the bench.
In the second half, every time that Jordan gets the ball, he is running into a hard double team. And they're forcing him to a limited amount of shots, only 6 for the half. They're forcing him to give up the basketball.
McKie red hot from 3, not that time. And Lue getting the rebound with 5 minutes to go in the fourth. Jordan will finally get the basket. His first of the second half after 6 misses. He has 30.
Plenty of time. They're under 10 now. Anytime you're under 10, you're within striking distance.
And you have the three-point ability and
That's
Michael
right.
Jordan on the floor. Playing a lot of minutes tonight is Jordan out of necessity. Here is McKie. Taken away by Nesby.
Nesby's done a good job defensively in playing the passing lane.
He picked his pocket. And now with 4.5 to go, crowd back in it, and the Wizards trying to make a late run here. Lue inside Hayward, blocked by Mutombo.
Well, that's critical, see. That's what I mean. See, the front court people, they've got to become more consistent when they catch the ball in the painted area.
5th in the league, coming in block shots, Dikembe Mutombo. And now the Wizards trying to curtail the Sixers. Iverson is it knocked away by Lue. Takes the steal. With 4 minutes to go. Down by 9. Jordan.
Yeah, you got to get something out of this.
9-point lead, Derek McKie.
Here's your double team if he goes baseline.
And McKie on the reach-in foul on Michael Jordan.
If he goes to the middle, there's a double team guy right there on the side that he is. And it's been going on all night. See, now this guy will move right in here, and then you've got another defender here. So if he goes baseline, double team. If he comes into the middle, double team. They've done an excellent job throughout the half. Now just watch. Guy will come over. We got to get back to the live action.
Always a good idea here.
Yes.
Here is Lue. Behind the line is Jordan. Sixers, by the way, with 14 fouls. Will be in the penalty with 1 more. And Davis with a 2-pointer. And the Wizards on a 9-0 run. Cut the lead to 7. And Larry Brown wants to talk it over.
For the first time on TBS Superstation. Play your thriller. David Spade.
He was way over on the pier.
Sophie Marceau.
You bad dog. I should thank you.
Well, hey, I was way over on the pier, too.
Lost and Found. 8 Eastern Friday night on TBS Superstation.
Out here, everyone has their own mouth.
The same old thing. I need adventure, excitement. I'm suffocating.
Okay. You can drive.
Spice things up. The Hyundai Santa Fe. V6 power, full-time four-wheel drive, and the freedom of America's best warranty plan. The Santa Fe.
Don't even think about it.
Come to Pep Boys for all of your car care needs. Buy an Energizer battery starting as low as $69.99. Get an Energizer battery at Pep Boys today and we'll guarantee it for 24 months and give you free Jumpstart service for 3 years. Come to Pep Boys for an Energizer battery today.
Introducing the best America Online ever. New version 7.0. It's better, faster, and easier.
It's like a click and you're connected.
7.0 is fast.
It's got all the new features.
Sign up for AOL at these stores. America Online, new version 7.0. So easy to use, no wonder it's #1.
3:27 to go in regulation, and Hubie with the Wizards making a run here, trailing by only 7 now in this game. What must each team do? What do you look for the keys down the stretch?
Yeah, well, Philly just has to continue to play their basketball, but they need to pick up the continuity and go a little quicker in their offensive sets. Now, at the other end, Washington, Michael must move earlier in the shot clock. By moving earlier in the shot clock, he's forcing the double team immediately, and he's finding the other people. This will open up the three-point game, and hopefully some of these big guys will be able to execute and get him a power play down inside.
Eric Snow, who had the ice pack on his nose a little while ago, has checked back in for the 76ers. And Derek McKie playing down the stretch. Mutombo doesn't want the ball around, setting a screen. And on the switch, Davis picking up Snow. Weren't sure who would pick up Snow on that.
That's exactly right, Dick. And what happened was Hubert Davis hesitated coming over that screen. And Snow, once again, taking his time and getting into range.
Season's high for Eric Snow, and Mutombo blocks. Wizards keep the ball. Davis with a short shot. Doesn't go, and the rebound by Mutombo.
All right, that's why Mutombo is on the all-defensive team every year.
And a whistle and a foul against Michael Jordan, his third.
See, not only on this play does Mutombo leave his man and get the block, but then when Washington comes back up with the basketball and Hubert Davis goes down inside, the threat of Mutombo with the shot block forces a miss.
So as we said, Eric Snow, and he's got a something to protect that cut nose or the swollen nose with a season's high of 16, but the Sixers turn it over, giving the Wizards some more hope with 2.5 to play in the fourth. Snow will not let Davis get free, and Haywood inside from Jordan.
There you go.
Brendan Haywood from Michael Jordan, and again the lead is down to 7.
Still, there's plenty of time here if you can hold him to one shot attack. Big thing right now is that Haywood has got to come alive in the painted area and be a threat.
Tyronn Lue guarding Iverson, double team. Here's McKie. A big three-pointer. That is his fourth of the game. Aaron McKie. And the lead is up to 10. How valuable is Aaron McKie been?
Well, last year, sixth man of the year, Dick. And we know that he's so valuable because he plays 3 positions.
Davis on the miss, and Haywood battling and called the timeout. Aaron McKie, by the way, a little scared with the irregular heartbeat, the arterial fibrillation. Had only 1 episode, has been on medication, everything is fine, but that was a little bit of a scare for Aaron McKie, really a valuable guy on this team. Timeout with 1:44 to go, the lead is 10.
Tomorrow, how far
far will they go at strip aerobics? Talk about balls of steel.
Oh, my gosh.
And guess how many times she gets stung? All new Ripley's, believe it or not. Tomorrow at 8 Eastern and Pacific, only on TBS Superstation.
A toast to our last summer of Dikembe.
Last summer, the horror began.
I don't know.
You're bleeding. Oh, my God. Is he dead? I don't know. This isn't happening.
Just pretend we were never here.
But you're never done with the past
Somebody knows. Oh, my God.
until the past is done with you.
Somebody tried to kill you last night. We have to go to the police.
If he wanted me dead, he could have done it. He's just messing with us.
He's just out there, and he's watching us and waiting.
Don't wake up, Julie. He's behind this. Look, he's after me, too.
You
shut the hell up.
Don't you see? He's got us now. What are you waiting for?
This is your future, Julie. You're gonna die.
That's him! Help me!
Freddie Prinze Jr., Ryan Phillippe, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Jennifer Love Hewitt. A Superstation premiere. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Wednesday, January 30th, 9 Eastern. Only on TBS Superstation.
Oh, please help me.
PJ in Atlanta, y'all remember we have another game still to come tonight on TBS. Scottie Pippen and the Portland Trail Blazers is home at the Rose Garden, hosting the Sacramento Kings, who have the best record in the league at 31-9 and have won 12 in a row. It comes your way next year on TBS. Right now, back to Dick and Hubie at MCI. Yeah?
All right, Ernie, thank you very much. And the Wizards are out of timeouts. And Philadelphia has a full and a 20, and Washington with a foul to give, but it's a now 10-point. That was a huge three-pointer by Aaron McKie. Could have been 5 if they come back the other way.
Well, it just tops off the type of night that he's having. Not only the 4 threes, but he's playing great defense, and he has moved from small forward to the 2 guard, even to the point at different times during this evening. He gives you defense at all 3 perimeter positions, unselfish guy, and a hard-nosed player.
Nesby will inbound for the Wizards. Nesby, Haywood, Lue, Jordan, and Hubert Davis. Here's Michael Jordan with the scoop shot. Haywood with the offensive rebound, and a Philadelphia foul. And Derek McKie picking up the personal foul. Haywood going to the line. Hey, check out what's coming to TBS Friday.
For the first time on TBS Superstation.
What are you doing?
David Spade.
He was way over on the pier.
Sophie Marceau.
You bad dog. I should thank you.
Well, hey, I was way over on the pier, too.
Lost and Found. 8 Eastern Friday night on TBS Superstation.
He missed them both. And the 76ers with nearly a minute and a half to go, leading by 10.
In the second half of the season, Dick, which, you know, by the end of this week, everyone will have played half their schedule. The 2 big guys here, meaning White and Haywood, they've got to improve their foul shooting because they do get fouled a lot, and they do get a lot of attempts. And if you're going to be involved in a lot of close ball games, what you need is a higher percentage on these 2 players.
Lue committing the foul. The Wizards had a foul to give, and that goes by the boards. Larry Brown's Philadelphia 76ers, who know that once Derek Coleman comes back to this club, he likes the moves he has made. He has made several off of a team that won the championship in the Eastern Conference anyway. Iverson. And Stowe coming out with it, and has it stolen away by Lue. And the foul is committed by Snow. Well, Snow's re-entry into the game settled the Sixers down. He has a season's high, 16 points, plugging up that bloody nose. 8 rebounds, 9 assists, only 1 turnover. Big game for Eric.
No, he's one of the top guards in the league every year with assist to turnover. And you just like to see it. He's not a 3-point shooter. He doesn't attempt them. He gets down into that comfort area. He loves the game from about 12 feet to 17 feet. Shoots a very nice percentage, and he's a bulldog defensively for you.
Tyronn Lue looking for his 16th point of the game, and he's got it with 1:09 to go. It's an 8-point game, so 3-possession contest right now.
Same thing for Philly. Take your time, run the clock, run the clock, don't force up any bad shots.
Next foul will be a shooting foul, and that's what Allen Iverson will get as Tyronn Lue trying to cut off the baseline, picking up the personal foul, and Iverson will go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you're sending your main man here. He shoots it at 80%, and at this time in the game, you love to see him go to the line for you.
And a technical foul called on Allen Iverson. Why?
Why, that's interesting. Mainly because he got the call. Unless it happened before and he was just letting off steam.
Lue makes the technical foul. Speedy Claxton will replace Derek McKie. You can see that McKie is going to be an asset for this team second half of the year.
Yeah, see, right now Iverson is all over Ron Alesiak, and he's got to be careful here right now, because the one thing you do not want to do is get thrown out right now. You're going to the line shooting 2, and you're the main guy on the foul line.
Kings and Blazers coming up next on TBS. Well, what a contrast in performance between the two super players. Michael Jordan, greatest of them all, with 28 first-half points, has 30. And Allen Iverson, who had 12 in the first half, now with 34. And still with 34. Under a minute remaining. The lead is 8. So the Wizards still have time if they can hit threes.
It's got to happen quicker now. You just can't take all this time.
And Iverson keeping Davis way out, and so is Claxton on Lue, doing a good job. Lue gets the basket, and it's a 6-point game. 2 possessions to tie.
You got to look for the traps now. You got to go for the trap.
And Jordan fouls Snow, and Jordan goes over, got him, and he knew that it was a foul he had to give, so Snow will shoot 2.
You're in a time factor right now, time management. If you don't get the steal, you foul quickly. You can't be worrying whether the guy's a great foul shooter or not. The main thing is put the pressure on him to go to the foul line and make the foul shot.
Don't you love it when people say who you should foul?
Oh, yeah.
And they're all over the floor and you're trying to stop the clock? Let's see now.
Yes, right.
How about this guy? Snow making good on the first free throw. He's 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Larry Brown, if the Sixers hold on, will go up to 10 and 13 away from the First Union Center.
It's a big win for them. Mainly because Seattle watched them last night in Philly. Nothing they could do about it. Seattle played a perfect game. You brought out earlier, Dick. They shot 66% from the field on the road. That's incredible.
And it's great to come back and win one the next day on the road. Aaron McKie fouling Hubert Davis. And that's the last thing you want is fouls to stop the clock at this stage. You just never know. If Davis makes the free throws, it is now a 6-point game again.
Washington has the ability in this building, just like a week ago with San Antonio.
Right.
People thought the game was over. Next thing you know, we're sitting. They have a chance to make a 3 and tie the game. And just like you brought up before, can you pick the guy that you don't want to foul? Well, you should never foul Michael Jordan. Well, all he did was miss 6 fouls.
That's right.
So, and we're talking about a guy who was an 84% foul shooter for his career.
We're keeping Christian Leitner up. I can see that over on the bench. 90-84, 6-point game, and Davis fouls the Snow, so they're going to make Snow hit him again with 20.1 on the clock. Michael Jordan missed his first 6 shots of the second half, finally hit one. 1 for 8 in the second half of this game. Jordan with 30 points after scoring 29 last night in Minneapolis. Jordan coming into the game, the 10th leading scorer in the league at 24 a game. Played 41 minutes tonight. Snow makes 1 free throw, 91-84, 7-point game. They're just not letting the Wizards get 3 shot attempts off. Here's Lue having a drive. And the Sixers get it back.
I love the adjustments that Larry Brown and his staff made at halftime to force Michael to give the ball up and not get good looks at the basket, and then taking the rest of the players out of the game.
The Philadelphia 76ers have defeated the Washington Wizards 91-84 tonight. And the Wizards now drop to 19-20. They have lost 6 out of 7. The 76ers now 20-21 have won 5 of their last 6. Let's go out to Lewis Johnson.
Thanks a lot, Dick. Allen, you had 12 in the first half, but then you finished with 34. Tell me what happened to you in the second half.
I just started hitting some shots. You know, first half, I felt like I got good looks. I just didn't knock them down when I wanted to. In the second half, I got the same looks, and I was able to knock them down.
Now, on the flip side, Michael Jordan had 28 in the first half. What happened back in the locker room to get you guys to come out and shut him down to just 2 in the second half?
It wasn't really about that. You know, Coach told me that, you know, if he was doing all the scoring in the first quarter, he had 19 points, the team had 23, and that's what we won, and nobody else was making shots. And once it's time for other people to start making shots, it was going to be difficult on them, so I guess it worked in our favor.
Okay, Allen, thanks so much. Thanks a lot, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, Dick.
All right, thank you, Lewis. Iverson, 22 in the second half, 34. Snow, a season's high, 19. Michael Jordan had 30. That's after 28 in the first half. So once again, the final score, the 76ers 91, the Wizards 84. Thanks to Marty Aronoff, our statistician, Jay Hoover, Billy McCoy, Rodney Boyne, Jeff Harris, Gregson Frampton, and the rest of our TBS crew. For Hubie Brown and Lewis Johnson, this is Dick Stockton saying goodnight from Washington. Coming up, the Kings and Blazers after we send you to Ernie Johnson in our studio after this break. So long, everybody.
Future is where all the fun is. Jennifer Capriati began anew here last year. And now as the world's #1, her focus and her confidence have never been better. Martina Hingis has done better here in Melbourne than any other Grand Slam. Today she's in the women's final for the 6th straight year. We find ourselves where we were last year. Play begins with 128 women, and the same 2 have reached the final. Capriati versus Hingis.
She wants it bad, but I want it bad too.
Capriati is defending champion for the first time, but that's the role Hingis is used to. The rematch gives her a chance for payback.
I feel better than in the last 3 years, definitely, and I think I'm back up where I used to be.
For each woman, this championship is both a second chance and a new beginning, full of wonder, hope, and dreams of what might be again. Welcome to Australia Day, everyone. 214 years ago to the day the first fleet arrived from England to settle in this new land. Their biggest annual sporting event, and they love sports down here, now is the 2002 Australian Open. It is a championship rematch. Martina Hingis of Switzerland taking on Jennifer Capriati of the USA. There's a third player, though. It's the heat. It is hot, humid, and windy today. Warm greetings, everybody. I'm Cliff Drysdale. It is nice to be able to tell you about a fairy tale that has a happy ending. Well, a teenage phenom when she was just 13-year-old, Jennifer Capriati, surrounded by optimism and hope for the future. But maybe those expectations were just too heavy for her. And there was a years-long downward spiral for her career. And we in the Tennis Insider business wondered if she could ever recover, because in the meantime, so many of the big hitters of tennis had made their mark. Well, we were wrong. She was great. And 1 year ago, she gets here, Pam Shriver, to this first championship final. Not only does she get here, but she wins it. Not only does she win this, but she becomes #1 in the world after winning the French championships. It's a wonderful story.
It is, and Jennifer Capriati can look to the Australian Open as a great launching pad. It was 2 years ago when she got to the semifinals for the first time in 9 years, and then last year came out of the blue to win her first major championship, and now has a chance by defending her title and getting Grand Slam title #3, can still become one of the greats of her generation.
My only sense here, though, with her game at the moment is that she's not quite as good as she was a year ago. I'm not sure that her fitness level is quite where it was, so I worry about this match.
That's true. She came in with some fitness worries, some hip problems, but they've gotten better and better, and she's gotten stronger throughout the tournament. If we look at last year's final against Martina Hingis, some of the most important parts for Jennifer Capriati is her power, and she can strike from anywhere in the court. Look at this forehand down the line. I mean, Hingis hit a great shot, and then Martina Hingis tried some different things, tried some drop shots. Look at the speed. That's something we're going to look for today because Capriati's been playing with some strapping on her legs, but she was all over this court last year, so eager with a great attitude.
Pam, I'm talking about big hitters in tennis. We have to be aware of this, that Martina Hingis has not been that successful in Grand Slam events here lately, and that's because we've got so many great big hitters. Having said that, Jennifer Capriati, A, is one of the big hitters, but B, Martina Hingis has come in here looking very good, looking trimmer, and very eager.
Well, she came down early, won the tournament in Sydney, and Martina Hingis has looked fantastic throughout this tournament. She is so hungry. She's sick and tired of having the question asked to her, when will she win her next major? It's been 3 years. But last year in the finals against Capriati, when Capriati started to dictate, Martina Hingis got really angry, and she's got to keep her emotions under control in a final. Again, this is last year when things were not going her way. You've got to ride the storm out against these heavy hitters. You know they're going to go on streaks, and you just got to let it happen and know that you'll be able to work your way back into the match with a positive attitude. Martina Hingis does something better than anyone in women's tennis. She creates openings. She works her way to net. She loves playing from all facets of the court. And Martina Hingis, despite the big power of Jennifer Capriati, must play from all dimensions of the court if she wants to win in today's final.
At stake here in this championship match is the title and the cup. It has both of these ladies' names on it. We are live here down under for this first Australian Open Women's Singles Championship match. At stake is the first Grand Slam title of the year. It's Capriati and Hingis when we come back.
Hasn't been a rematch at the Australian Open for 20 years. That was Everton Navratilova, but it is stinking hot out.
Well, you got that right. For more on that, let's go down to Mel Washington. He's with the ref, Peter Bellinger. Mel?
Cliff, stinking hot, that's exactly how you can term it right now. I am with the referee right now. Peter, under what circumstances is the heat rule in effect?
Well, the heat rule is in effect at the moment. That's the women's rule, and if the reading on the heat stress monitor gets above 28, then the ladies are entitled to take a 10-minute break at the end of the second set, and the ice vest will be put on court for their use. And that rule is in now, and it will stay in for the whole match.
Now, is there a possibility if the heat gets so extreme that the roof can be closed?
And not in this match. If the temperature gets to 38 degrees C, about 102, then any matches that go onto court after that, we can close the roof. But, of course, this match is already on court, and I think the temperature at the moment is about 32, 33. So the roof will stay open for the entirety of this match.
Peter Bellinger, thank you. Cliff?
Thank you, Mel. Pam?
Well, you got to realize at home when he's saying 28 degrees, that of course is about just under 90 degrees, and currently it's 32, which is sort of low 90s, low to mid 90s, and of course at 38, that is just a hot box, and that's when they would close the roof, and that's over 100. And believe me, that's in the shade. That does not include the heat coming up from the court. I mean, I've played a doubles final on that court when it's been about 40 degrees centigrade, which is about 110, and I couldn't believe it.
Maresmo in the quarters and Kleisters in the set. The third set of the Kleisters match, I think, was her best set. Don't you think, Pam?
I also believe Capriati was very happy the way she beat up on Maresmo in the quarterfinals, 6-2, 6-2. She had some awkward matches in the middle of the tournament, but what you want at this stage is to feel like with each and every match, you're getting it more together, and I feel like Capriati is a perfect example of that. Not that Hingis isn't, but she looked a little feisty against Sarah Zanetti, and then to finish out the match against Celis up 5-1 in the third, things got very, very tense. She did close it out 6-4. You can see her 2002 match record. That's because she won the tournament in Sydney, defeating Shaughnessy and then Kleisters in the semifinal. And just an incredible record here at the Australian Open, going for her 4th championship, and she's 21 years of age.
Talk about her surgery, Pam.
She tore up her ankle in October at an indoor tournament in Europe and messed around some ligaments, and she looks great, though. I think she's come back extremely well.
Sometimes you get a little time off like that. It sort of inspires you, and you get a new lease in life. Semifinals against Sella 6-4 in the third. Only person to take a set from her. Best of 3 set live championship match here. The Australian is the first slam. If you win this, you can win the Grand Slam, which is all 4.